Here's what's left of my kit. 7 drops of black, 10 drops of black, 15 drops of black, 20 drops of black. This was also 20 drops of black, and it was the one that I had bust, and I can't really complain because what had happened was the metal bar rod that you put in that hole right there in the mold that you knock out so that you can come in and put a screw in here to knock out the block that makes the trigger housing. It fell out while I was messing with screwing the mold together, and I thought it was in. And so what had happened, a piece of plastic looked exactly like that screw. When I hit it with the hammer, it snapped it, which sucks because this was a pretty good pour. There wasn't a lot of deformities, and there wasn't any, you know, in what got busted. You look at it and there's no air bubbles. So that made me feel sad. So I only got 4 AR loaders instead of 5, but that's okay because I only needed 1. Alright, so I went down to the Goodwill and bought me this $4 toaster oven. These 2 were the ones I did yesterday, and they cured overnight, more than a little over 12 hours, and I baked them at about 140 degrees for 2 hours in this toaster oven. It's about 3 o'clock today, so I'm not going to get up at 3 in the morning to do these for 2 hours, but I will do them tomorrow. I'll bake them at between 135 and 150 for 2 hours, now to harden them up, and then they'll be ready to build. I was going to build one today, but Amazon has been slow. I bought a single point sling mount, and I'm waiting for that to come. So far, this thing has been really easy to do. It's been kind of fun. You know, only takes about 10 minutes or so to pull one out and then redo the mold. Another 5 minutes or so to mix and pour the polymer. And then you wait an hour and a half, 75 minutes is what the instruction says, and then demold it, and then just wait 12 hours before you heat it. So it's been pretty cool. It's been pretty easy. So far, I only really have 2 complaints, and they both stem from the metal support. The metal support is hard to bend, and I've got some places where it did not go in right, and so the metal sticks out. Luckily, the mold, you know, pushed it in, and so it's not proud of the receiver. It's flush, but you know, having metal stick out in places on your mold, you know, that kind of sucks. But for what it is and what it does, only expecting 350, 400 rounds per gun, per receiver. You know, I don't have any complaints. Only time will tell how well these things really do. But like I said, I don't really have a lot of, you know, a lot of hope for the longevity. But for 100% off the books, as long as you, I guess, don't pay with a credit card or ship to your house, right? It is pretty cool to have a receiver that, you know, doesn't meet any requirements of, you know, having to go through an FFL. However, I do live in Tennessee. We do have the Firearm Freedom Act. So ostensibly, since this is made in Tennessee, you know, if I could stamp it on here, you know, the legal requirements of the Tennessee Firearm Freedom Act, you know, maybe I could sell them, even though I'm not going to, because state law and federal law, state law might say it's okay, but federal law still, they'll burn my house down. So there you go. Pretty cool.